Today, on Our American Republic, we are going to talk about the legislative branch of the American federal government. The Constitution defines the legislative branch, the U.S. Congress, as the only branch with the ability to legislate, or, in other words, create laws. Even though Congress alone has the authority to pass laws that regulate the actions of the people in the states, modern-day perspectives confuse the overall powers of the Congress with those of the executive and the judicial branches. Where exactly is the legislative branch supposed to sit relative to the other branches of the federal government? The United States Congress is designed under the Constitution to be the sole body in the federal government that can create laws, including important items such as taxes, budgets, and declarations of war. Since lawmaking power is so important to the nature of government, the founders designed the Congress to be bicameral, establishing two houses to represent the interests of two important groups, the people and the states. The people were to elect the representatives in one body of the Congress, the House of Representatives. These officials would represent and safeguard the personal interests of the American people. Initially, this was the only part of the federal government directly elected to office by the people. The states were to select the members of the other congressional body, the Senate, to directly represent the interests of the states while acting as the voice of the state governments on national issues from within the U.S. Congress. The requirement that both houses of Congress agree on laws promotes extended discussion and deliberation. The founders intended that laws would be fully discussed and changes would occur with enough slowness to avoid hasty, poor-planned action. The Senate was specifically intended to serve this function. There is often criticism of such delay in lawmaking, calling it gridlock, which is rarely recognized as a part of the founders' design. Article 1 of the Constitution establishes that neither the judicial branch nor the executive branch, the President, can legislate. The President can veto a law. Avoiding such a veto can cause delays as laws are discussed between the President and the Congress. But a large enough vote of Congress can override a presidential veto. And if the President ignores a new law passed by Congress, after 10 days, the law goes into effect anyway. The judicial branch only has the power to review law and to determine whether it is valid within the boundaries defined in the Constitution. In spite of modern confusion, the only way laws regulating the conduct of the people or the states can be constitutionally crafted in a legal manner is in the Congress. How has the two-party system affected the authority of the legislative branch? Has either the judicial branch or the executive branch usurped the constitutional powers of the legislative branch? What must the people, the states, and the legislative branch do in order to preserve its authority?